ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਦਿਸ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ ਆਫ ਦ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਸ਼ੋ। ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਕਰਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਦੋ ਮਹਿਮਾਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਵਰਚੂਜ਼ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਨਗੇ। ਵੈਲ, ਵਰਚੂਜ਼ ਦੀ ਬੜੀ ਅਹਿਮੀਅਤ ਹੈ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਮਾਜ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਗਲਤ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਇਸ ਕਾਰਨ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਵਰਚੂਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਭੁੱਲ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹਾਂ। ਇसी ਵਾਸਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰਿੰਸੈਸ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਦਾ ਆਯੋਜਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਛੋਟੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਵਰਚੂਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਇਨਸਟਿਲ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿ ਵਰਚੂਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਲੋਕੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਣ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਹੋਏਗੀ। Let's welcome our two guests, Myra and Kelly. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Harpreet.
Most welcome. So, Myra, let's start with a little bit about you. You are involved with this project of the Princess Party, which was a successful event which you organized where you instilled the virtues in the youngsters, especially the small girls. So, what was the response and why did you do this?
Well, I really feel that part of being a beautiful human being is to be beautiful inside.
Right.
So the Princess Party is about dressing up and having fun, and it's also looking at the beauty within. And so we introduce the virtues at the Princess Party. So the girls get a little taste of what the virtues are. Like we have the, you know, the kindness cakewalk, etc. And then the parents also, it's just getting them familiar with some of these virtues that we want to entice them to bring into the home.
Wow, that's good. Kelly, you're a master facilitator in this Virtues project.
Yes.
What is this project? And right now, basically, you're trying to reach to the people that they should get these things in their homes. So what it is all about?
Well, it's an initiative that is over 20 years old. It was actually a BC family that started it.
Right.
And it's now a global initiative all around the world that helps people to remember the best in themselves and each other.
Okay.
It was started by looking around and seeing that there's a lot of social problems that exist in the world that still need to be remedied.
Right.
And if you go to the core of any social problem, you can see that there's a lack of one or more of these qualities at play. So if there's conflict, there's a lack of understanding and unity. So it's really about becoming aware and conscious that these are qualities that we all have a choice every day to bring out in our relationships and with the people around us.
And Myra, first with the youngsters, small children you started, and now you want to reach to the adults. Don't you think the adults know about these things?
Well, maybe the adults know about them, but it's reinforcing with us that we are the role models. We're the ones that need to teach the children. So if we're living the virtues and we're practicing and we're speaking the language of the virtues and we're acknowledging our children, our grandchildren, our employees when they are doing something and really listening to them at a deep level, that's how we're going to be instilling it in the world.
And how do you plan to reach the people that they should get these things in their homes?
Well, we are going to have an introductory evening on Thursday, September the 20th.
Okay.
In White Rock, and people can, if they have any questions or they want to register for it, just to send me an email.
Right.
Myra miraclemyra10@gmail.com.
Okay. And Kelly, let's talk a little bit about the strategies what you adopt in this Virtues project.
Yes.
So what kind of elements are involved in this?
Yes. Well, it is an educational program, and there are 5 strategies. So I'll begin with the first one, which is really the foundation of the project, which is speak the language of the virtues.
Right.
So language is very powerful. It has an ability to lift us up or to bring us down, depending on what we're saying and how we're saying it.
Right.
And that has a real impact on each other. Parents have a particular impact on their children in the way that they speak to them. So this is an empowering language to bring out the best in ourselves and in our children. So to name a virtue when we see it, so that was very kind of you to help your brother, instead of that was very nice. So nice is kind of a vague language. The virtues language is more specific, and it helps children to recognize that they have these qualities in themselves. You know, you mentioned, don't the parents already know this? this is not new. These virtues are not new
Right.
to us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're very ancient, in fact.
Right.
But this project just helps us in today's world, you know, bring it to people in a simple way, but a very powerful way. So people can come together, learn about these strategies. We have a 2-day introduction program and then a 3-day facilitator training.
Okay.
And then, you know, smaller events like we're doing on the 20th, which, you know, just allows people, and they will go away with some tools and strategies, pardon me.
Okay. So
to
that's the
take
first
into their
strategy. So second is
recognizing teachable moments,
okay.
which is the philosophy, and again, it's not a new philosophy, but one that life provides us opportunity to learn and grow.
Okay.
The hardships, the struggles, the tests that we have in life
Right.
are opportunities to hone our character
Right.
and to bring out the best. And it's often the hard times that, you know, we look back and we say, yes, I grew through that, I became stronger, I learned some things
Right.
about myself, and it brought out the best in me. So those teachable moments are very important for our children every day, but also for ourselves, that, you know, life is not easy, and we all go through struggles and hard times.
Right.
And these virtues just help us to reflect on our life in a growth paradigm, that we're all here to grow and learn and develop ourselves.
So what's the third strategy?
So the third strategy is setting clear boundaries. Now, boundaries are very important because they keep us safe.
Right.
And it's very important for children to know what their boundaries are, what is okay to do, what's not okay to do. So starting in the home, just setting up clear expectations, or what are the rules of our home, not in a punitive way, but in an educational way.
Right.
So this also helps as the children are growing older into their teen years, where they're going to likely face some moral dilemmas
Right.
about what's out there in society to participate in and engage in. If they have that inner moral compass established in terms of understanding where their boundaries are, what
Right.
they're going to say yes to, what they're going to say no to,
Okay.
then it helps them to make those good judgments.
Okay. Similarly, fourth and fifth strategy, what do you have?
The fourth strategy is honoring the spirit,
Okay.
which is essentially about honoring the nobility and the dignity
Okay.
of all of us.
Right.
And it's also about celebration. It's also about bringing out the artistic, creative elements of,
Right.
of what it is to be human. It's about you know, taking time for reflection. So there's a lot to that particular strategy.
Okay.
And then the last one is kind of like a counseling approach.
Right.
And it's basically a deep listening tool, which I think is one of the most powerful tools of this project.
Okay.
Because it helps us to be for one another good listeners,
Right.
to be approachable, so that people in our lives can come to us, particularly our children.
Right.
If we're approachable and we're willing to listen to what they have to say, help them get through whatever dilemmas they might be having,
Right.
learn from their mistakes, then we become a partner with them
Okay.
in growing and developing and making good choices.
Right.
If we're a parent that is reacting to mistakes or overreacting, over punishing, then our kids aren't going to come to us.
Right.
So this tool helps parents to be good listeners, to realize that you know, their children are going to, you know, they're independent human beings, and they're going to grow and learn and develop, and we're here to.
That's wonderful. Great. So, Myra, in this fast-paced world where there's a rat race and everybody's running after materialistic things, how are these things accepted, and what is the kind of response you're getting by taking these kind of things to the people?
Well, I think the response is wonderful, and it's just looking at, you know, the saying, like, you know, 100 years from now, it won't matter about the car I drive or the house I live in. It's about, I've made a difference in a child's life.
Right.
So it's just reinforcing all of those great qualities that we all have inherent in us, the children and the adults. We just need reminders of practicing it, and
That's right.
practicing it with our children.
Right. Well, that's wonderful, and thanks for taking this initiative, because that's what is required today. If we have these virtues, that's what all our religions teach us to become better human beings. And this message, what you're taking to the public, is really appreciated. Thank you very much for your time for coming over here.
Thank you, Harpreet.
ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਜੀ ਉਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਰਚੂਜ਼ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਕਿ ਵਰਚੂਜ਼ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਧਰਮ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹੀ ਸਿਖਾਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਇਮਾਨਦਾਰੀ, ਇੱਕ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ, ਮੁਹੱਬਤ, ਚੰਗਾ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਬਣ ਕੇ ਜੀਣਾ। ਪਰ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਬੇਸਿਕ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਵਰਚੂਜ਼ ਨੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਭੁੱਲ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹਾਂ। ਇਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ਾਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਜਾ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਘਰਾਂ 'ਚ ਪਹੁੰਚਣ। ਤੇ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਮਾਇਰਾ ਤੇ ਕੈਲੀ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪਿਛਲੇ 20 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਚੱਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਇਸ ਦੀ ਕਾਮਯਾਬੀ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਆਓ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਗ੍ਰਹਿਣ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਉੱਚਾ ਚੁੱਕੀਏ, ਆਪਣੀ ਸੁਰਤ ਨੂੰ ਉੱਚਾ ਚੁੱਕੀਏ ਅਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਚੰਗੇ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਬਣ ਸਕੀਏ।
ਲਾਈਟਿੰਗ ਦੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕੋ ਇੱਕ ਚਮਕਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਸੇਵ ਮੋਰ ਲਾਈਟਿੰਗ ਲਿਮਿਟਿਡ। ਪਿਛਲੇ 21 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਮਸ਼ਹੂਰ ਸਪਲਾਇਰਸ ਦੇ ਉੱਚ ਕੁਆਲਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਬ੍ਰਾਂਡਡ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟਸ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਹੋਲਸੇਲ ਕੀਮਤਾਂ ਤੇ ਖਰੀਦ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਸ਼ੈਂਡਲੀਅਰਸ, ਕ੍ਰਿਸਟਲਸ, ਸਪੌਟ ਲਾਈਟਸ, ਗਾਰਡਨ ਲਾਈਟਸ, ਪੈਂਡੈਂਟਸ, ਵੈਨਿਟੀ, ਆਊਟਡੋਰ ਲਾਈਟਿੰਗ ਇੱਕੋ ਛੱਤ ਹੇਠਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਵਾਜਿਬ ਕੀਮਤਾਂ ਤੇ ਖਰੀਦ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲ ਰੇਟਸ ਫॉर ਬਿਲਡਰਸ ਐਂਡ ਕੰਟਰੈਕਟਰਸ। ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਪਹੁੰਚੋ ਸੇਵ ਮੋਰ ਲਾਈਟਿੰਗ, ਯੂਨਿਟ 137, 12639 80th ਐਵਨਿਊ, ਸਰੀ।
ਉਹ ਨਾਮ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਖੂਬਸੂਰਤੀ ਅਤੇ ਐਲੀਗੈਂਸ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਤੀਕ ਹੈ। ਅਸੀਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ ਉੱਚ ਕੁਆਲਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਸਟਾਈਲ, ਕਲਰ ਅਤੇ ਟੈਕਸਚਰ ਦਾ ਸੰਮੇਲ। ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਿਸਮਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਣੇ ਹੋਏ ਸੋਫਾਜ਼, ਲਵ ਸੀਟਸ, ਬੈਡਸ, ਅਪਹੋਲਸਟਰ ਬੈਡਸ, ਚੇਅਰਸ, ਸ਼ੇਜ਼, ਸੈਕਸ਼ਨਲਸ ਅਤੇ ਐਕਸੈਸਰੀਜ਼, ਕਸਟਮ ਡਿਜ਼ਾਈਨ ਪੀਸਿਸ ਜਾਂ ਸਾਡੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ ਨੂੰ ਸਜਾਉਣ ਦਾ ਆਨੰਦ ਮਾਣੋ। ਕਾਲ 1866 842 6824।